To the Academy for Business and Technology, staff, students, parents, the Leona Group, Eastern Michigan University Charter Office, board members, and most importantly, the class of 2020, I greet you with joy and peace. Class of 2020, you were chosen to be here in this place at such a time as this, and you are built for it. As you move to the next level of your life, move with confidence, dignity, and integrity. Be strong and courageous in your decisions. When you speak with conviction and say something that will shake the world and shape the mindset of others so they will have no room to doubt how powerful and essential you are. When you breathe, make sure that you breathe out hatred, racism, and the spirit of defeat, and breathe in persistence, excellence, and hope. On this great day, you graduate and enter the world prepared to make monumental contributions. With every step that you take, step with the confidence and competence of Muhammad Ali. As he stated, I'm not the greatest, I'm the double greatest. Not only do I knock them out, I pick the round. What round are you in? Proceed to the next level and with your entire being, knock them out with respect, kindness, and intelligence. The world is yours. Class of 2020, you are winners, and I salute you. Thank your family for being with you every step of the way. Without them, you wouldn't be. Go forth and operate boldly in your gift of greatness. You matter. You rock. You got this. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Isaiah Petway. I am the core team leader for the Academies of Business and Technology with the corporate office here at the Leona Group. We wanted to come today to say congratulations to the class of 2020 here at the Academy of Business and Technology Middle and High School. These are unprecedented times. We have been through unprecedented measures, but the truth of the matter is these young people deserve to be celebrated. Their accomplishments are still great, even in the midst of all that we've been dealing with. So today, we pause to say congratulations. We pause to say thank you for the privilege of being able to serve these families. On behalf of Dr. Coates, on behalf of Georgia and Michelle Kay and the entire Leona Group, we want the seniors of ABT to know that we stand with you, we congratulate you, and we are so proud of your accomplishments. Go Gators.
I believe one of the hardest things to do in life is saying goodbye. Whether it's just temporarily or forever, saying goodbye is never an easy thing to do. This is one of those moments for me. I know my fellow classmates and I have said the phrase, "Man, I can't wait till we graduate," numerous of times. At the time, we didn't realize how quickly our wish would be granted. But boy, do I wish I can go back in time and savor all the memorable moments we've had together. From stressing in Mrs. Ambrose's class to bugging Mrs. Clinton by calling her name 10,000 times throughout the day. I know these last couple months have been very difficult for all of us. Whether it's from losing a loved one or just having anxiety about what we're going to do when all this is over. I found myself being in the category of people of not knowing what to do afterwards. But a couple days ago, I found this quote and it said, "Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift from God, which is why we call it the present." I didn't really try to analyze what it meant to me because it gave me hope. Hope that when all this is over, everything else in the world will fall into place. And that this experience gives us the confirmation that we can face anything that life throws at us. But instead of dwelling on the negatives, we should focus on the positives. These last 4 years have been challenging for all of us, and at some point we all didn't think we would make it. But look at us now, heading into the next phase in our lives. Whether that be college, trade school, or getting a job. No matter what, we will never forget the lessons we've learned over the years at ABT. And for this, I say thank you. Thank you for being a part of the process that has helped me grow into the person that I am today. I've developed so many relationships that I will cherish forever. From the students to the ABT staff, I thank you very much for making my high school experience a memorable one. I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to express my gratitude to each and every one of you. And with that, I say congratulations to the class of 2020. I hope to see you all soon. Thank you.
Above and beyond isn't the phrase I should use for what I've been through. I would rather use the wind and the rain to describe what I have walked through. School was easy and neither was home. Even though there were a lot of dark clouds where I walked, I still managed to get through the first step of my life. We managed to get through the first step of our lives. I am most certain that it was not easy for any of us to make it this far, but we did it. Of course, we didn't do it on our own. We have our parents to thank and our teachers. So thank them for helping you, thank them for not giving up on you, thank them for just being there, and thank them for being them. No one here was forced to make it this far. No one here was forced to help one another. Everyone should be proud of what they accomplished this year. We've graduated, our teachers walked us to it, and our parents helped us through it. 2020 may have not been the best year, but it's still our year, and we made it count. Graduating is just the first challenge we've gotten through. Now it's time to fly away because outside is next. We will be on our own, and we're smart enough to make it on our own. So be happy you graduated. Be happy you're moving on. I couldn't have asked for a better class to graduate with. Now take notes, because if there isn't one thing our teachers haven't taught us, it's to be prepared. It's either college or your own path. It doesn't matter which one you take, just make sure you have a plan and make sure you're up for the fight. College isn't easy, and neither is doing it on your own, but just like now, you won't give up. We never discussed giving up in school, so why start now? Like Nike said, like you all wear, just do it, and don't stop till you get your desired results. Graduating was our desired results, so be proud of yourself. Be proud that you graduated. This is an accomplishment. At this moment, I don't see any rain or dark clouds, and I hope no one here sees them anytime soon either. So congratulations. You should all be proud of yourself.
Hello, class of 2020. The first thing I want to say is congratulations. Graduation is not the end goal for us. We have packed our book bags for 13 years with supplies for our first day of school and laid out that perfect outfit. While we were nervous, the teachers reminded us why education was so important, and now I know why they were so hard on us. This graduation is an accomplishment not only for the seniors, but the parents who have held our hands through the whole journey. We are now moving on to fulfill our goals and live our dreams. I'm not saying go to college, but make the best of those 13 years you packed inside your book bag. As president of class of 2020, how this year ended was very unexpected, but we have did our job. Don't stop, keep pushing. After surviving a global pandemic, nothing is impossible.
Greetings, ABT Senior Graduating Class for the year 2020. I'm Dr. Winborn from Eastern Michigan University. We are the organization that sponsors ABT, so it is my honor to be here today to congratulate you on a job well done. Unfortunately, because of the pandemic, I cannot be there, so I wanted to give you this quick congratulatory message. You've done a great job. I look forward to seeing you in the fall, some of you at Eastern Michigan University and some in other locations, and I'd like to hear from you. But I'm going to leave you with 3 quick things. First, enjoy your time. Celebrate this achievement, but celebrate it smartly. Number 2, make sure you thank all of those who have helped you along your journey, including parents, friends, and other team schoolmates as well. Number 3, continue your education. This is a start. This is not the end. So you continue either going to college or getting into an internship program, some training programs. So continue to educate yourself. Oh, and one more thing I should have added is register and vote. It's very important this year that you get out and vote. Before I take my leave, I want to do one shout out for Miss Angelique Reed, who will be entering Eastern in the fall. Angelique, we will be providing you with a $1,000 scholarship. Job well done. I look forward to seeing you. And again, greetings and congratulations, if you will, to the senior class of 2020 at ABT. Go Gators.
I would like to welcome everyone to the class of 2020 ABT Graduation. Let me hear you. Woo! We're so fortunate that we have the Melvindale Police Department to lead our processional. And so we should see them in just a minute coming around the corner. I would like to recognize our board member, Mr. John White. Just raise your hand. Thank you for being here. Thank you to the wonderful staff, students, parents, and especially the class of 2020 graduates. And we're ready. All right, let's give it up for the class of 2020. Led by the Melvindale Chief of Police and the Melvindale Police Department. Yes! Woo! Yes! Thank you! And the first person that we have, Jovan Brown. Come on out. Let's give it up for Jovan Brown. Woo! Keep on clapping, Jovan Brown. Yes, Jovan. Come on. Stay right there. Next, we have Kenneth Butts.
Please do not honk until we get the diplomas.
Please don't honk until they get their diploma. Kenneth
Please, work
Butts.
with us.
Yeah, Kenneth. All right. Let's give it up for Kenneth. Tony Lee. Let's give it up for Tony Lee. When you come up, you have to smile. All right. Next, we have Devon Evans. Devon Evans. All right, Devon. Next, we have Colin Williams. Come on out, Colin. Colin Williams. Next, we have Cameron Stinson. Cameron Stinson. Come on, Cameron. Woo! Cameron Stinson. Next we have Tyler Daniels. Tyler Daniels. All right, Tyler. Let's give it up again for Tyler Daniels. Next, Robert Watkins. Robert Watkins. Next we have Jasmine Mitchell, who's also Jasmine Mitchell is also our salutatorian. Let's give her a hand. Woo! Woo! Again, Jasmine Mitchell, salutatorian. Right there. And next, we have Angelique Reed, our valedictorian. Come on. Our valedictorian, Angelique Reed. Our class of 2020 valedictorian, Angelique Reed. Next, we have Khalil Campbell. Khalil Campbell. All right, Khalil, come on. Next, we have Faith Jackson. Faith Jackson. All right, Faith. Faith Jackson. And next we have Jaquila Clark. Jaquila Clark. Jaquila Clark. Jaquila Clark. At this time, we have two seniors who couldn't make it today, but I would like to recognize Anton Reed and Jabari Hicks. Let's give them a hand. As school leader of the Academy for Business and Technology High School.
I certify that these seniors have met the requirements set forth by the state of Michigan. By the power vested in me, I hereby declare the class of 2020 to be graduates of the Academy for Business and Technology. Please turn your tassels. Woo! Congratulations! Let's give them all a hand. Oh, okay. Congratulations to the class of 2020. Go Gators! We good. Y'all good. Thank you, parents. Thank you, everyone.
Hello, graduating seniors. My name is Tammy Turner. I am the co-owner of Capstone Employment Services. We are a certified woman-owned and minority-owned staffing agency located in downtown Detroit. I wanted to share a poem with you. The poem is entitled, Never Stop Being You. Never stop caring about the little things in life. Never stop dreaming and don't give in to strife. Never stop wondering, are we on our own? Never stop thinking, has spirituality grown? Never stop building bridges that lead to better tomorrows. Never stop trying and don't give in to sorrow. Never stop feeling amazed at the beauty that surrounds you. Never stop hearing the music and don't give in to the blues. Never stop pushing away negative thoughts that make you feel sad. Never stop looking at all the miracles we have had. Never stop loving the ones you hold dear. Never stop giving and don't give in to fear. Never stop smiling, but look forward to each new day. Never stop shining in your own special way. Never forget that all storms will clear. Remember, brighter tomorrows are always near. That's a poem by Terry Bouchette. It's called Never Stop Being You. When my sister and friend, Miss Carmen Willingham, reached out to me months ago and asked me if I would be open to giving a commencement speech for 2020 graduating seniors, I immediately told her yes. As inspiring and encouraging young adults has always been one of my passions. Little did either of us know at that time that the commencement speech would be via video, as we are still grappling with a global pandemic. All of us in some way or another have been affected, whether directly or indirectly. And this video commencement speech is just one example of that. Our 2020 graduating seniors couldn't experience prom, graduation, senior swing out, senior twin day, or senior trips. However, instead of considering what you've missed, I challenge you to consider what you have. Your health, your life, your loved ones, time with your parents, time with your siblings, and an opportunity to continue your education and progress on to college. Some of you will be the first in your family to go to college, and that is commendable. My youngest son recently graduated. He was in the class of 2018. And as I thought about this speech, I thought about what I wanted my son to know when he was graduating the 12th grade and handling challenges that 17-year-olds and 18-year-olds face then and ones that you could potentially be facing now. 2 words came to mind: be encouraged. I would want my son, my daughter, my niece, my nephew to know that they are not alone, that their lives matter, that their dreams matter, that they are enough. I would want them to know that they are equipped with everything that they need to achieve all of their dreams. I want to share a story with you about a little girl that I knew. She grew up in Detroit on the east side. She was a little bitty thing with a large voice. That large voice oftentimes got her in a lot of trouble. She was a straight A student, valedictorian in fact, but she had 3s in citizenship. Back then, when we were in school, a 3 in citizenship meant you either stayed in trouble or you talked too much. And while she never got into any trouble, she definitely talked too much. This little girl with a large voice grew up extremely poor. So poor that the roaches in her 1-bedroom apartment that she shared with her mom and brother were actually the norm. That's what she was accustomed to. She was so poor that I heard she walked to school for 4 blocks every day with holes in the bottom of her shoes. All the kids in her class laughed at her because she had holes in her shoes and sometimes wore the same clothes 2 or 3 times in a week. The clothes were clean, but it was the same outfit, and it was not a school uniform. Although as often as she wore it, it became her uniform. Tired of being laughed at and ridiculed by the other children, I heard she had cut some cardboard in the shape of her foot and inserted the cardboard inside the shoes to, number 1, keep her feet from touching the cold ground when she walked to school, and number 2, to keep the other kids from seeing the holes in her shoes as she climbed rope in gym class or was on the swing on the playground during recess. It's amazing what confidence can be gained from a little piece of cardboard. From what I hear, this little itty-bitty girl with the big voice was very smart. She always was a straight A student that loved to sing, play violin, and loved to eat. As smart as she was, people kept telling her that she wouldn't amount to anything, mostly because she was poor, and most of the people around her in her environment were equally as poor and had given up on their dreams a long time ago. These discouragers were people in her family, people in her school, and even the other kids that she thought were her friend. This affected her self-esteem. The little girl with the big voice oftentimes felt useless, misunderstood, and scared. She felt like she wasn't enough. She felt like her dreams didn't matter. And quite honestly, many times she felt like she didn't matter. If I could talk to that 12-year-old girl right now, I would tell her, be encouraged. The little girl with the big voice became a teenager. She went to high school and excelled academically, but she was still poor. There were no ramen noodles back then, no DoorDash, no Uber Eats, and her family was too poor to afford McDonald's or Burger King. That was considered a luxury. They didn't have the $1 deals back then. So she ate a lot of fried bologna sandwiches, sugar sandwiches, syrup sandwiches, and grilled cheese sandwiches. And the grilled cheese was made from the block of welfare cheese that her mother received. As much as the little girl with the big voice ate, she could never gain any weight and was always smaller than the other kids in her classes. Heck, smaller than anybody in the entire school. All the kids called her Skinny Minnie. So the little girl with the big voice now had 2 strikes against her. She was skinny and she was poor. The only thing she could do right was school. She threw herself into her books and studies, and she continued to excel academically. Academics was how she was able to compete. And the little girl with the big voice was very, very competitive. Math and English were always her strongest subjects, and she excelled at spelling and won several spelling bees. This little girl graduated with a 3.89 GPA. She went on to college. She began working a job in corporate America. She eventually got married, had 4 children, and continued to live her life. But it wasn't the happy ending she was looking for. She was still struggling with self-esteem issues because of all the teasing that she had endured throughout middle school and high school because she was poor and skinny. We have to be very, very careful of how we talk to one another. And oftentimes, the unkind things that we say to one another carry on with us throughout our life and adult years. When I was a kid, we would say, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me." That's not true. Words do hurt. As an adult, I've heard the saying, "The cut of the knife will heal, but the cut of the tongue lasts forever." And that is so true. So graduating seniors, please practice kindness. Please use kind words. Those practices will carry you throughout your life. Fast forward a few years, and this poor little girl with the big voice from the east side of Detroit was no longer skinny. She could no longer hula hoop in a Cheerio. She was no longer poor either. She traded the shoes that had the cardboard in them with the holes in them. She traded those in for a pair of red bottoms. She gained her confidence and she gained her voice. She discovered a passion for traveling the world. She took her first international trip at the age of 17. She went to Mexico. She took her next international trip at the age of 20 to Senegal, West Africa. Since then, she's been to Africa 3 times. She's been to Paris 3 times. She's been to Rome 3 times. She's been to London twice. She's been to Singapore twice. She's been to Vietnam, Thailand, Japan, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Indonesia, Iceland, Greece, and she actually lived in Cambodia for 3 years. She has seen several wonders of the world: the Eiffel Tower in Paris, Stonehenge in England, Angkor Wat in Cambodia, the Colosseum in Rome, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, the Blue Lagoon in Iceland, the Pantheon in Greece, and her absolute favorite was the pyramids in ancient Egypt. I heard that she's actually on her way to Robben Island, which is the island where Nelson Mandela was held during years of apartheid in South Africa. And a month after that, I hear she's visiting Paris, France for the 4th time. In between her exploration of the world, the little girl with the big voice decided to pursue another passion: public speaking. She finally decided to put that big voice to use. Her passion for public speaking led her to write 3 books: How to Talk to Strangers, a step-by-step guide to professional networking; 365 Days of Motivation, a guide to success in life and business; and The Soul of a Winner, 5 True Stories of Success. She has traveled the world sharing her story of perseverance with others in hopes that they too would be inspired to never give up, to never accept anyone's opinion of you, and to remember that your circumstances may have influenced who you are, but you graduating senior, you are responsible for who you become. After traveling the world, doing book signings and speaking engagements, she started her next journey. She started her own business with a friend. She had always dreamed of being an entrepreneur. She always wanted to be her own boss, mostly because she wanted to travel without having to ask permission, and so that she could also golf as often as she liked. Her business helped people find jobs. Her and her partner were the first and only certified woman-owned and Black-owned employment agency in the city of Detroit. So by now, I'm guessing, you've probably figured out who that poor, skinny little girl with the big voice is. No longer poor, but definitely struggling to be skinny again. That little girl was me. So much of my childhood has shaped me into the woman I am today, and has given me hope to become the woman that I want to be tomorrow. Walking 4 blocks to school with holes in my shoes gave me the courage to push harder, gave me the strength to endure, and as President Obama has said, it gave me the audacity of hope. I think so far I've done good. So let me close with a few things that I've learned along the way that may help you as much as it has helped me. Chase your dreams, no matter what. Chase your dreams. Be honest. Be a person of integrity. Make friends, not enemies. Be kind with your words. Never judge anyone because you don't know their story. I am the promise. And I want you to say that with me. I am the promise. I want you to think it, know it, feel it, absorb it, and believe it. If you believe you can or you can't, you are right. Stop worrying about who unfollowed you on Instagram or Snapchat. I promise you 5 years from now, it won't even matter. You won't even remember them. I want you to never ever doubt yourself, your capabilities. I want you to know that you matter. I want you to know that you are enough. And last but not least, and I keep reiterating this, your circumstances may have influenced who you are, but you, graduating senior, you are responsible for who you become. So please, one last time, say it with me. Be encouraged. Thank you.